How much are those creators you're seeing in your feed really making from your favorite social media platform? Well, you're about to find out the truth. Welcome back to Social Media Smart. I'm Corey Dillon, an award-winning radio broadcaster, occasional national TV host, and a career social media expert. I've been using social media on the job and learning the best practices from experts for over 20 years. Social media is like the Wild West gold rush right now, with creators from all over the world rushing to make money. Some are making a little, some are making a lot. Most aren't making any with the content that they're posting. I'm going to break down the truth about who's making what and where, and the strategies that you can start using today to turn your followers and views into real income. I am deeply invested in this mission because we're in this together. Nobody wants to be left out of the biggest money-making opportunity we've seen in our lifetime, so let's get to it. We're going to do a deep dive in this video and talk about each platform individually because there's a lot of information. But let's show you at a glance how much money you stand to make on YouTube versus TikTok versus Instagram versus Facebook. Okay, this is a lot to take in. I get it. That's why we're going to break them down individually. But I just wanted you to see this, that earnings are by niche and platform. YouTube has its RPM, TikTok's creator fund, Instagram has sponsorship rates, Facebook pays you by ad revenue, and it's all broken down here on this sheet. We will include a free download worksheet for you so that you can figure out the best platform for you to make money. I totally get it. At first glance, this is super overwhelming, so that's why we're going to break them down individually. And there are some pretty big differences for each platform, so there are a few things that I want you to zero in on. YouTube's RPM, that's revenue per 1,000 views, is dramatically higher for certain niches like finance, education, and tech. You also have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a calendar year before you can monetize on YouTube, but the payout is huge, so it's a totally worthy goal. Instagram's biggest payouts are for brand deals that you might procure yourself if you're not with an agency, not platform payouts. Facebook, on the other hand, can be very lucrative for viral content because of its huge reach potential. You may not think it's the most trendy or popular platform, but Facebook still has more users around the world than any other platform. More than 3 billion people are using Facebook today. That's nearly 1 in every 4 people on planet Earth, so don't discount Facebook. And before we do a deep dive on your favorite platform, I want to share that across all platforms, affiliate marketing, coaching, merch, and memberships outperform any ad revenue that any platform is paying you. So even if you are monetized, you have your work cut out for you. I recently connected with a radio colleague who is a star at iHeartRadio, and I asked her to speak at a conference about how she's monetizing social media and how much she's making. So shout out to you, Ann Hudson in Austin, telling you she's dynamic, she's a pro, she's a Texas beauty, and she is not a gatekeeper. She told me that you can simply Google how much creators are making on any given platform, which led me to pull up the numbers myself using AI to seek out the truth from the entire universe. So how much are creators making on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook? Spoiler alert, it's not what you think. It's probably not as much as they're telling you. I'm going to break it down by niche so that you know exactly where you need to be focusing your time and energy and your content. You've seen the creators, you've seen the influencers, and I'm sure you've heard that with as little as 10,000 followers, you too can replace your 9-to-5 paycheck, or that your YouTube channel could actually bring in enough money to pay your mortgage. It might for some, but I've pulled real data from industry studies, creator income reports, and I'm sharing my own personal experience in the social media monetization space so that you can stop guessing and start planning. Every platform has its own path to monetization, so let's focus on them individually. YouTube is paying their creators based on RPM. RPM stands for revenue per thousand, and you're going to want to remember that. RPM on YouTube means revenue per thousand views from ads and extras like channel membership, merch, sponsorships, and super chats. The average RPMs vary depending on your content niche. So if you are a finance creator, aka a finfluencer, the average payout is $12 to $18 RPM. Tech creators average $6 to $12 per thousand views. Creators who are providing educational content like this might get paid anywhere from $8 to $15, and lifestyle creators average $1.50 to $4. Here's an example. A finance creator getting 100,000 views per month could make $1,500 just from ads and double that with one sponsorship deal. So let's break that down monthly. How much is the average YouTuber making each month on average? If you have 1,000 subscribers, which is the base level you need to monetize, they're making about $535 a month. 19,000 subs, $3,000 a month. 50,000 subscribers, and you can make over $5,600 each month. And with 1 million subscribers, bank on it, they're making $11,000 plus every single month. The thing about YouTube is that its content lives longer because the best content is evergreen. It lasts longer, and videos can keep earning for their creators for months or even years. That's how it works and why it works so well. And remember, YouTube has paid its creators over $70 billion in just the last few years alone. And it's not just a social media platform, it's a search engine and has more viewers than Netflix and Disney Plus combined. Growth projection for YouTube, by the way, is very, very good. Moving on to the most talked about platform, the one that changed the game and democratized social media so that anybody could go viral and has 1 billion people around the world chasing virality and dollar signs, TikTok. TikTok has their creator fund or creativity program, plus brand deals and affiliate marketing. And you've probably noticed how many creators are also now live selling. Here's a reality check for you, though. If you are a would-be TikTok viral chasing creator, their creator fund pays about $20 to $40 per million views. You heard me right, but just in case you're in shock, you need to have at least 1 million views to make 20 to 40 bucks. And if you're getting 500,000 monthly views, you might make about $20 from TikTok directly. Creators with 5 million followers can make $2,000 to $5,000 per month. But how many people do you know that have that kind of following? My most viral video has about 50,000 views, give or take. And TikTok let me know that if I had been in the creator fund, I could have made 63 cents. So how are all these creators really making their money? Sponsorships. Skincare and beauty are the most used hashtags on TikTok. And a beauty creator with about 50,000 engaged followers could earn between $1,000 and $2,000 per brand deal. It's not bad, but it's also not from TikTok directly. So if you're chasing dollar signs, you need to think of TikTok as a funnel to push people to other platforms that you're using that pay better, like YouTube. Maybe you've curated an email subscriber list or any other paid community. Now let's talk about Meta, and we're going to start with Instagram, which is paying bonuses for Reels right now. However, Reels bonuses are limited and may not be available to you. But there are also brand deals and product sales. The average payouts for sponsorships are largely based on how many followers you have, but stay with me because I don't want that to discourage you. If you're a micro influencer with anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000 followers, you can make $200 to $1,000 per post. Mid-range influencers with 50,000 to 500,000 followers can make $1,000 to $5,000 per post, and top creators are making anywhere from a minimum of $5,000 upwards of $15,000 for each Instagram post. Of course, there are the Kardashians and Alex Earl. They're not the average creator, and Alex can make as much as $450,000 for an Instagram post, one post. She also has 4.4 million followers and plenty of brand deals, other than simply being an influencer. If you're concerned that you don't have nearly enough followers to even be considered a micro influencer, the good news is that engagement matters more than your follower count. Remember, social media has been democratized, and good content will always win. So stay engaged, reply to comments, like comments, engage with other creators and your followers on their posts. Engagement is totally the key. For example, a fitness influencer with 20,000 highly engaged followers could make $4,000 a month with just 4 sponsored posts. The best way to build a following is to stay engaged, so keep engaging. On to the OG platform that changed the game in its very own way, Facebook. I used to make maybe a couple of $100 on Facebook, but they changed the algorithm and I got discouraged and stopped chasing. But this is helpful info because there are a few different ways you can now make money on Facebook. They pay you for in-stream ads in your videos, stars that people can give you when they figure that out, I'll explain in a minute, and brand deals. Sidebar, I get asked this a lot by a certain demographic. How do you leave stars? How do you give somebody stars? When you go to comment on somebody's video, the comment bubble will pop up and you will see a star and a smiley emoji at the far right of the comment bar. If they tap the star, a pop-up will appear that says send a gift with options like 20 stars, 10,000 stars. That allows their connected accounts, if they have connected them, to send you as little as $1 to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It's kind of like a virtual tip jar. Facebook's primary payouts are based on CPM, or cost per mille, the Italian word for thousand, which is roughly $1 to $1.50 for every 1,000 views that your video gets. Exhibit A. If you have a viral video that hits 2 million views, you could earn $2,000 to $3,000 from that one video. Facebook offers the potential for huge organic reach and growth with the right share-worthy content. So it's a good reminder that if you do have truly great content and a viral video or a video that's taking off, post it on multiple platforms. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Attention is currency. And I hope I've helped you figure out what and where you need to give and get attention to make money on social media. I've got a few takeaways for you here because I want you to remember, if you want long-term passive income, YouTube is king or queen. If you want fast attention and traffic, TikTok and Instagram are the best funnels. Facebook is a great bonus platform for virality and reach. Across every platform, though, the real money comes from sponsorships, affiliate marketing, selling your own products and services, and other paid communities. No matter what platform is your go-to or you decide on to go to, diversify your income because it matters. If you still want a little help figuring out exactly which platform you should focus your attention on first, I've linked a free platform profit calculator worksheet in this video's description. Just click the link in the description to grab it. It's free. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you don't miss out on our next episode. The easiest way to repurpose one piece of content into 5. Thanks for watching.